What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. Shout out to the joiners, shout out to the point of view crew, and bro, there's a beam of light right here. I'm not sure if you can see it or not. I can. It's uninvited. It's trespassing. And I'm displeased at its presence. I've been thrown off by less than that before. But not today, beam of light. Not today. We're going to push right through to the story. And I'm going to say this. There's an adult film star I have something in common with. This adult film star, her name is Adriana Chichek, I believe it's pronounced. No, I believe it's not pronounced that way. I'm sure I'm butchering it. Let's just call her Adriana that chick. Chichek. You should be able to easily find it after this if you so choose to. For now, Adriana that chick, what she did is, let me say this, that she does not make movies full time. I know that, not because I follow her and her schedule and whatever her new releases are. I don't know anything about that. What I do know is that she does Twitch. She does Twitch. So she does indeed make movies. Must be at least a part-time thing only because I know she has to make some time for her pretty big Twitch channel. Pretty popular on Twitch. She's a streamer. So, this film star slash Twitch star slash big personality and influencer type goes to this Twitch meet and greet where they bring all their streamers and they come and they do like the big present them to everybody and do this big thing, and it's awesome. Look at this Twitch thing. So she shows up to it. There's a foam pit, and she probably thinks what like tons of people would think if you see a foam pit, like run and jump into it. And when you jump into it, don't worry about like protecting yourself or anything like that. Like jump in as freely and as wild as possible. Flips, half flips, belly flop. Not gonna matter because it's foam. It's gonna be like in a foam pit. So she ran and jumped, got some leverage off like a little like stand type thing. This little, I don't know what it was. A little, whatever it was. So let's have some leverage, bro. She jumped on something. It's kind of little stools, kind of little elevated little thing. You could Google it yourself. Jumped on it, got herself some leverage, really caught some air. Even did like the splits in the air, bro. And then she had her arms in the air for like good effect. And then she just, bam, dude, there's no foam. What foam? A little tiny bit of foam on top just for like good looks, just like for shits and giggles. Just like, so they could call it a foam pit. Maybe no, so it looked good for like pictures maybe. But it was not a foam pit. It wasn't even a pit. It was like a flat concrete pad with a couple things of foam on it. So dude, she hit that concrete pad on her tailbone and just locked up, homie. Broke her back in 2 spots, and you can tell if you go watch it. She immediately went in shock. She rolls over. She can't move. She can't say anything. She just kind of, and I've been there and done that, brother. On the streets and in prison, I, along with Adriana, that chick, have severely smashed my tailbone. I did not break my back. It felt like it, but homie, I can relate to her, and maybe not all the pain she's going through, because I didn't get it that bad, but homeboy, here are the stories, dog. Just trip on this. No, I didn't jump up on thing and do a splits into a foam pit. No, never that. But what I did do, let me see, streets or prison? What story first? Streets or prison? On the streets, I was running amok. And bro, Target had just unveiled their spring collection. And what the clothing was is OP. Ocean Pacific. Dog, I'm a fan, homeboy. I went to Target. I used 5-finger discount. I helped myself to some OP, some Ocean Pacific clothes, bro, and I dipped out. And I went to one of the homies' house. Homies? The homie's house, because I was on like a couch trip, brother. Many a time in my life, maybe it's because I don't have a stable spot because I'm dodging and running from the authorities. So I was bouncing around so that I cannot be detected. Or maybe I'm just fresh out, don't have a spot. Whatever the case may be. Or maybe just by choice. I got a car and it's dipping around. There have been times in my life I call it a couch trip. I stay here, 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 here. I have nowhere to stay, yet I have everywhere to stay. And I notice that the homies are always really good about opening their doors, opening their rooms, opening their kitchens. They'll give me food, share clothes. But one thing I noticed, they always kind of draw the line. They don't want to share. They don't like it for people to take showers there at their houses. I've had many people say, come on in, grab something to eat, crash on the couch, pick what to watch on TV, help yourself, make yourself a home. Can I take a shower? Oh, whoa. Huh? What do you mean? So this was the case. I had my OP collection in my backpack. Was the backpack OP? Do you have to ask? Of course it was. OP backpack, dog. I got these Ocean Pacific clothes. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. I go to the homeboy's house. I say, what's up, brother? Let me take a shower. He says, there's not much hot water. I ain't even tripping. I prefer it cold. I used to sit in like ice baths. I would just put like 30 pounds of ice in like a thing and just like lay in it all day. Ice baths on mine, dog. I love the cold. He's like, okay, well, there's not much soap. I brought my own. He's like, okay, well, I don't have a towel. I brought my own. Okay, brother, go ahead and take a shower then. And I'm okay, not to be hostile about it, but I did notice that like people don't like, I don't know what it is. Whatever, I don't have time to care about that. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna polish up. I'm gonna do everything, brother. I'm gonna shave. I'm gonna clip the toenails and fingernails. I'm gonna use Q-tip. I did have a towel. The towel wasn't Ocean Pacific. That'd be dope, huh? Dude, I had all the goodies in my backpack, brother. I was gonna do. It was Wednesday. Shower ducket every Wednesday. Every Wednesday, shower, no matter what, whether needed or not. At my homie's house, I'm gonna take a shower. He puts up a little bit of a struggle. I convince him through flattery and through just straight up like, bro, you're such a good, hospitable guest. Certainly you'd want me to get in there and wash my arse. It's Wednesday. Homeboy, I got in there. I'm in the shower, and I did say I had my own soap. He asked if I had my own soap. I said yes, because I noticed when I got in there, an array of a nice collection, dude, of different gels and shampoos and soaps, different colors, even like balls, even like an unused food, you know, like the little bath ball things and the oils. I was like, this is awesome. And he also lied. He said it wasn't much hot water. There's tons of it. It was steaming in there. I was having a good old time. Shaving, cut my toenails, like I said. But, bro, I'm going to pick those toenails up. I just look like this, homeboy. I'm never doing any better like that. So I went down in the shower to pick up some toenails. And, dude, my tailbone hit right on the bath spigot. The spigot that comes out for the bath. I nailed it, dude. And I just went, oh, I immediately went in shock. Dude, it was the most painful thing at that point in my life. Up to that point, the most painful thing that ever happened. And I've been through some minutes, homeboy. I've been through some painful things. Don't hear me say like that's the most painful thing and like, oh, he hasn't been through many painful things. Au contraire. It's painful that I can't straighten this chair out. Dude! I froze up. And then I just went like sideways and just fell out of the shower. And I stayed in like the fetal position. And I couldn't even say nothing. I just like, they heard me fall out of the shower. They come barging in there. I hear multiple voices. What's going on? Commotion around me. I'm in the fetal on the ground, dude. And I don't even know what to think or say. And they see me on the floor on the ground. They think he overdosed. How dare he come into our house? That's why the shower, probably distraction. Sitting there find a vein. We know all the tricks. No, never that. I muscle it. But anyways, dude. They thought I OD'd, which I didn't. I didn't use. I was cutting the toenails. And so, bro, they grabbed my arms and yanked me out, stretching me out. And I really can't even really say nothing. It hurt so bad I was in shock. Just like that chick. Adriana, that chick. If you go Google what happened to her at Twitch, you'll see she just kind of lays there in shock, doesn't say anything, don't really do anything, doesn't ask for help. It's so much pain you can't ask for help. I was just like, they stretched me out of my back. And someone who I had no idea who it was. They did not introduce herself. They did not present me with any kind of proper identification to even say that they're able to do CPR, that they're CPR trained, and just came in and did like a lip lock, dude, on me. And started trying to give me CPR. When all I did, and so I pushed them off, and I said, no. I was able to say no. I said, I hurt my ass. I didn't know what else to say. That's what I thought. And for a split second, they all backed up, like, oh my gosh. Wow, did you hear that hurt his ass? Then they died back in. Not even a split second later, ready to take action. Flip him over on his stomach. It appears the injury's on his backside. Let's dig in to see what we can do. Can we help? And they start flipping me over on my stomach because I said, no, it hurt my ass. And then I start like really using all the muscles I had, curl myself in a ball. I start like hissing like a cat. I think I start spitting. And I start going, doing the best I can, getting away. Get away, get away. They backed off at that point. I was kind of able to verbalize a little bit like, get out of here. I'm a modest man. I'm a simple man. This is way too much attention for me. I didn't ask for this help. So someone threw a towel on me. They turned the water off. And then they dipped out of there. And I laid there for a half hour or so, and I was finally able to get up and get dressed, and it came walking out. And let me say one more thing. Not only is hitting your tailbone one of the most painful things you can do, it's also untreatable. There's nothing they can do for it. Just snarf, snarf. But it's the most uncool thing too. Because you can be knocked in the face, knocked down, and then get up with some class, and people can say, dude, you see that gangster? How he took that shit on the chin, got knocked to the dirt, and jumped up like, who wants it? Hit me on my other side. Like, bro, I've been knocked out myself and knocked down. And I feel like I came up on boy and made a show of it, dog. Like, what's up with it then? Like, damn, okay. But you cannot hit your tailbone and look cool. There's no way you could be like, who wants it? As soon as I get up from, I'm going to get you. You're just like, ah. It's the ultimate worst. Can't make it all. You can't play it off, dog. It's never going to look cool. Did I kick my own camera? You can never make it look cool. So, not even an OP close, homeboy. What? So, that episode's over. I'm in prison. The cellie I have, him and I almost got into a real fight via horseplay. Every time I'm in a cell, I'm either, this is my cell, I'm running it, you're the little homie, like that kind of a setup, like I'm in charge, or I'm in the cell and I say to myself, I concede. My cellie has more juice. They're in charge. It's their cell. I don't think I've ever been in a cell and it's equal. Me and my cellie got a little equal. And if it is, there's a lot of like horseplay, a lot of like fighting, a lot of little rivalry. Who is the better? I don't know if I'm satisfied with just saying, bro, mediocre, we're both the same. There's got to be someone better, even if it's you. We're going to get to the heart of this matter. This cellie I had, we were kind of a little bit equal. There'd be some horseplay. And we almost got into a serious fight over some horseplay. And we thought, you know what? No more horseplay. We decided. Because we're going to end up really chucking them. Someone's going to get hurt in here. Then we start playing pinochle. And we start coming up with rules like, if you don't make your melt, other dude gets to bomb on you. And when I get to bomb on him, I'm like, okay, it's my turn. I'm like, whoa, just everything, dog. Ah! And him the same. It's not, it's like, okay. No, dog, it's like, my turn, dog. You didn't make that melt, homeboy. And then, of course, that's going to cause, bam, some bitterness. Oh, really? So then, dog, we start having some tension. Playing pinochle. We're getting ready to get into a fight. Matter of fact, we started to get into a fight. Something happened with the cards. He said something. I think I threw the cards, threw them at him. I think he punched me, and I grabbed him. We start fighting. We're on the bottom bed, facing each other, cards going everywhere, trying to chuck them. I don't like self-fighting, dude. Because you need to be conscious of the walls and the bunk. You can't freely just throw a punch like outside. Like if I'm either going to hit his face or I'm going to hit air. Outside, you're just like, I'm going to hit his body or I'm going to miss and hit air. But in a cell, it's like I'm going to hit his face or body or I'm going to hit the wall. I'm going to hit his face or I'm going to hit the bunk. So you're just kind of like, bro, it's not really fun to self-fight. It's always like half wrestling, half like up close and ninjutsu, ninja style. We're getting it. We're fighting. He jumps up. Uses my body to jump up, use weight to push off on me and get up. And while he's getting up, he was like, fuck you. So I'm like, what? So I jump up as hard, as fast as I can to go after him. And he turns around and does something to me. I don't know what. He uses his energy. Positive plus negative. I don't know what happened, brother. But he did generate some hardcore energy and push back on me when I was lunging at him. But I was coming from a sitting position. He was standing up. He knocked me right back down. What I'm trying to say. As I got up, I went right back down. And when I went down, my tailbone clipped the bunk. I didn't sit on the bunk like this. I hit it on the way down. And I went like this. But I didn't let myself hit the floor. I went, like planked. I'm planked now. My feet are on the freaking bed, holding my whole body up. My back is on the bunk, and I'm like, oh! I'm not saying nothing. I'm not moaning right now. I'm like, oh! I was, my head. It hurt, bro! Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it. I instantly start sweating. I was just like, I couldn't say nothing. He jumped up. You know what he did? He's always been the one, him and I, when we almost get in fights. He is the one to be like, no, let's not. A couple times we almost got into it. He was the one like, no, Splinter, I don't think we should. Break it down. Throw it all the way out there. Call it what it is. He broke it down, bro. Every time we were gonna fight, I was ready, dog. I was ready. He was Freddy. Anyways, beat as a may, dog. Now that I got my tailbone hurt, I'm in shock. I can't talk. I'm doing the plank. I'm like this. He's standing up like, all right, dude, what's up? We gotta chuck him. Let's chuck him in. I'm tired of it. Let's sling him then, Splinter. If it's gonna come to that, let's just chuck him then. And I just can't say nothing. I'm played down. And he's saying that to me, standing up there challenging me to a fight. Like, get up then. I said I didn't want to horseplay. We always horseplay. Throw punches. You take it too far. What's up then? Calling me out, dude. I can't even move or talk or breathe, dude. I tinkled myself a little bit. I'm sure he can see it. So, finally, dog, after him sitting there calling me out, I said, bro, if you make me stand up right now, dude, that's all I can get out of my mouth. And I didn't do that. I just did that to you for effect. It was more like this. If you make me get up right now, bro. He got the message, dude. He backed up. I slept on the floor. I slept on the floor for 3 or 4 days. I had top bunk. I brought my mattress down at the bottom and just kicked it, dude, because I couldn't jump up there. Brought my TV down low to the stool and do this most painful thing ever. Painful, dog. So I can relate to Adriana, that chick who got her tailbone smashed at a Twitch event, but she had broken back in 2 places, dog. Homeboy, you know what I'm saying? So, that wasn't that quite serious for me, but it did hurt like nobody's business. Let me tell you this, a reminder of some prison, dude. My dog sparked my interest because I get my dog these bones, these rawhide bones. And you know what my dogs do? They don't want a new bone, bro. They don't want a fresh, brand new rawhide bone. They want to wait till another dog chews on it aside, and it's like wet, and it's like goobered up, and it's like chewed on a little bit. Then they'll come in and try to steal that bone from another dog. So I guess it must take work to get it all goobered up. They just want it pre-goobered. They're always looking to steal those bones. And they'll steal a bone, then the bone will start barking and get mad, and I'm like, what am I going to do? And finally, I thought of it. Because what happened in prison? I had the cellie from Fresno twist. He wanted to be a Fresnick so damn bad. It was his first term. He wanted to be a Fresnick. He wanted to put in work. He wanted to put it down. His hand was raised. I'm on deck. Let me do something. I want to do something. I want to do something. Finally, I come to the cell one day. He's like, Splinter, I'm going to do a battery at yard. This dude messed up. Me and this other wood from Fresno would handle it. He's like, I'm going to get a kite, take me to the next pin, put some work in, Fresnick tattoo on mine, all the way, you know, what's up, homeboy? Look good. I'm proud of you, dog. Proud of you. Let's do this, homeboy. You're right on, brother. I was like, don't even think about it. Like, I'm going to get out there and do this and that. Keep your mind totally open. Just know that you have a target and you got to handle it. Don't go with the preconceived notion like I'm going to punch with my left hand and do this. Never that, dog. Just, you have a target. Eliminate target. So, we get out to yard. I hate to say it, dog, but my cellie and his homie did a very poor job on this removal of his battery. In fact, the cop, when he called it in, he said, no one's injured, not even the victim. The victim didn't even get hurt. He was like... That's why I always say, dog, there's such a big difference between a trained fighter and an untrained fighter. An untrained fighter doesn't know where to punch, when to punch, or how to punch. More often than not, it looks like this. Here I come with my haymaker. Untrained fighter, dog. So, no one got hurt except for my cellie twist. He broke his hand. Broke his hand, can you imagine that? Had a cast. Had that cast for a while and was hating life. He hated it. He put request slips in to go to the medical. Get this cast off. It's bugging me. It's itching. I can't stand it. It was only supposed to be on there for 6 weeks. I think we're at 2 months now. We can't get in there to get them to cut it off. He's miserable. He starts taking a little tiny state razor and start trying to cut it right here in the middle. I hustle up a couple more razors. I start trying to help him. Your problem is my problem, homeboy. Let's get this done. I start getting frustrated. We're not making no headway. We've been doing it for 3 or 4 hours. And finally, one of us comes with the brilliant idea. Get it wet! Get it wet in the sink, dude. Get it wet. Got this cast wet and it fell off. So I take my dog's bones, the rawhide bone, and I put it in there and I get it wet. And it's all nice and goobered up. And they love it. They full blast love it. Chip on this, dog. I'm at CMC West. We getting it right with the Southsiders over horseplay. Imagine that, over horseplay. I get caught up in it. Well, no, I didn't get caught in the initial riot. I jumped up, crack dude, he was talking crap, blah, blah, blah. The point is, though, when it's all said and done, they take us who were involved back to R&R. You sit there, they prepare a bed for you in ADSEG. Before you get to ADSEG, they check you out, they check for injuries. Take off your clothes and you do all this, and they just want to look at all injuries so they can mark them down. The only injuries I had from this riot, both my knees. Both my knees were 2 big on bruises on both knees, homeboy, because I didn't even know a fight was going to happen. Happened like this. I got bombed off from multiple people, and guess what? I fell, dog. I fell and ate the dirt, dog, and both my knees got bruised up. But I did jump back up, fight this dude. That's a whole other story. Shout out to T-Bud, homeboy. These glasses, they made me want to dance. I'm a dancer, homeboy. Let me get some dance advice. A real quick 1-minute dance advice, a lesson. If you don't know how to dance, here's what you do. Just remember the rake. The rake, bro. The shovel. Change hands. Shovel. Rake again. Water hose. Change hands. Hands in the air for effect. Water hose. Sprinklers. Rake. Shovel. Water hose. Thank you, T-Bud. Shout out to the Point of View crew. Now, with the most some respect, grab yourself some merch. We're going to do a Christmas sale soon. More videos tomorrow. I've been sick. I ain't sick no more. Just sick with it. I'm going to cut the stream, let it fly. Peace.